name is Mike Applegate. I'm the volunteer at the Laurel Hills Trails. I decided to volunteer here because I started riding in 2010, and I think the Park Authority always needs some help. I think there's a tremendous amount of parks in Fairfax County, probably much more than they can really maintain, and especially how fast these things grow. And I just saw a need, and I like doing the work, and it just made the park much more usable. Well, the volunteer work I do is cyclical, seasonal. Spring, summer, fall, it's mostly cutting the weeds back, cutting the vines back and the thorns and things like that. Basically taking care of your lawn type stuff. What I find here is if I don't mow these trails all the time, within 3 or 4 weeks, you can't even see the trails. They are totally, invisible. And you would just get cut to shreds with thorns, and ticks would be all over you. So it's a constant job, and that's what takes up most of my time in the summer. Another thing I do year-round in the summer when I can fit it in is fix ruts and drainage problems. There's a lot of work you have to do to try to get the water to drain off the trail instead of drain right down in the trail and rut the trail out. And then cutting vines and tree limbs and things like that is mostly a winter work where you can see things die back a little bit, snakes go to bed, you can get off the trail and cut the vines off the trees and trim those. I'm going to get some goggles. Physical labor, I love doing this work. I feel like a gardener. I love taking a trail that's in bad shape and making it look nice, making it ride or walk nice, making it usable, and watching people use them and making the trails nice and usable. How long do I plan on doing this? They're going to have to rip me out of here. My fingernails will be bloody on the trail. This is the greatest physical fitness workout there is. All day long I'm out here, it's all physical work. My shoulders and elbows were in really bad shape 4 and 5 years ago. I couldn't even move my shoulders for a while. I went to a little physical therapy at Fort Belvoir, and they showed me some things to do, and then they said, you got to work. And so I come out here and I work all day long. I feel great. So as long as I physically am able to do this, I'm going to be out here trying to maintain these trails. When I was told I was being nominated, I did feel honored, humbled really, because there's a lot of people that do a lot of work, and I've never feel deserving of something like this or whatever I do. And to think that some of these people that I know and talk to a lot that use these trails would think enough to say something, it was humbling. So I'm sort of embarrassed, I'm humbled, and honored that they would think that much of me to do that. So I'm proud.
My name is Marilyn Schrader. I'm a nature interpreter, and I give programs at Hidden Oaks. So what I do is I connect with kids and their families and try to share my love of nature and generate some excitement with them. What I've been doing a lot this summer is giving programs about reptiles and amphibians for the rec pack camps.
Sit on the floor, but right in front of me, there'll be a little aisle.
So kids come in and they sit on the floor. So then we start with a couple of puppets that talk about the reptiles and the amphibians. We have a little song about amphibians, it's kind of jazzy with my telephone. And then I bring out the toad, and we all look at the toad, and I show them the turtles, and they love the turtles. And while I'm taking them around to each kid, I'm talking about the animals so the other kids aren't too bored. The next one is the highlight of the program, is we're getting ready for the snakes. So I have a couple of kids unroll a shed snakeskin, and everybody's surprised to see that it's 6 feet long. And then we get out the live snake of the very same type, which is the rat snake, and take that around. And so the kids get a chance to look real close at the rat snake. I assure them that it will stay in the container. I tell them about how the reptiles and amphibians are our good wildlife neighbors, and we ought to protect them. And they get really excited, usually come up with lots of questions, and the adults have to drag them away at the end of the program because they just have so much to talk about. Another thing that I do in the spring and fall is that I work with the MeWe program. This is my group. Okay, come with me. My favorite part is to give the watershed overviews.
So, what is a watershed?
The kids come in and we talk about the fact that we're in, right now, the Buggs Creek watershed here at Hidden Oaks. And then we talk about the health of the Chesapeake Bay and why it's only a C+, what are the factors, what could we do to make it healthier. One of the fun things we do, my favorite activity, is we talk about a day in the life of either the Potomac River, where we get our drinking water, or else Buggs Creek, which does empty into the Potomac River. And the kids each have a canister that contains a pollutant. And so as we talk about the day, they come and they put the pollutants into the river, a tank that represents the river. So they're putting in trash and they're putting in fertilizer and they're putting in dog waste. And at the end, they have a big tank that is full of dirty water and disgusting things, which is a big excitement. And then the kids think about what it is that they could do to keep these pollutants out of the river. The one thing that I really love is the chance to really get connected and work with the kids, especially the children. Interacting with them is really fun. I just love being in nature, learning about nature, helping take care of it, and then sharing all that with other people in the community. I'm really honored that my contributions are really making a difference. I know that a lot of other people who have achieved this award have done great things, and I'm just really honored to be in their company.
The founder of Turner Farm Events was Sarah Kirk, and she owned the saddlery in Great Falls. The Park Authority approached her to ask her if she could form a group of people that would be supporters to help defray the costs of this park. So that is what Turner Farm Events does. It maintains the entire horse facility. We provide new jumps, we buy the new jumps. We take care of the footing in the ring. We take care of repairing any of the cross-country fences that are broken. We take care of pretty much everything except the exterior boundary fences. The main way we raise money is we have a series of horse shows every year, and this is the beginning of our fall shows. Our next one is in October. These are hunter shows, and they have lots of classes for all ages, from the beginners through people that have been riding all their lives. And we have a lot of professionals that bring their students here.
Today we have our third hunter show of the season. They do walk classes, walk trot. We go on until we have riders that are jumping a course. We have adults and children. As you can see today, we've had a fabulous turnout in our community. We have over 5 barns that have shown up today to compete. As an instructor of young children, it brings me tremendous joy to be able to give these children an opportunity to come out here and increase their exposure with horses in an environment that's different than just the barn. For them to recognize what they're capable of and to have an environment where they can safely school their horse at a horse show that is a level that's competitive to where they are.
We're happy that we've raised as much money as we have because we use the park and we enjoy it.
We are honored to receive this award because it's a way of acknowledging the efforts that we put forward over the years, many years, in working to keep this park an open green space for riders, for dog walkers, for people looking to, and horse enthusiasts and people looking to just have a quiet place to spend time and enjoy horses.